Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSP Racing Friday night Winston Cup Series. I'm your host, Sean Reap, with my partner, Milt Minter Jr., coming to you live from the Gateway to the Midwest. Gateway Raceway Park. How you doing, Milty?
Excellent here in Fresno, California. Let's get it on here at Gateway.
Heck yeah. And we got it's not really a short track, it's not really a speedway. It's kind of like a baby Darlington after we were at the real Darlington last week. And if I can just find my buttons here. You got your starting grid. Ken Shea on the pole. Big shock when you get to a track like this. He's always fast at this type of track. Mark DeSenza DeRocket on the outside of the front row. Roscoe Hurst looking to back up that win from a few weeks back there, starting inside row 2.
Roscoe!
And Chris Beckman makes his return Friday nights. There is your pole sitter running with Pops Margison out on the track. This is a fun little track out in Missouri.
Zura. Where some of my relatives from.
Slightly egg-shaped, slightly different banking and radius on the two ends of the track. 40 mile per hour pit speed. You see these guys practicing it. 2 minutes from getting right to it. In fact, looks like they're taking the grid. And we're going to have to get right to our predictions
Drivers,
here, Milty.
to your car.
I think you went first last week.
A likely story.
A likely story. Well, you usually jump in there anyway, so. I'm jinxing Squeegee. One of these days, it's got to come true. 91, the Super B.
I'm going to go with Slim Jim Gately. Wayne is here tonight and fired up, and I think we're going to snap ourselves into a Slim Jim on Victory Lane.
That's another strong choice. You made the setup after all.
Snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
Got a bunch of guys checking in there. I haven't seen Radar Love 67 there. Says he's new to live. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Got some of the usual suspects. Chris Beckman's out there in the field.
I gotta take care. Radar
Golden
Love.
earring, yeah.
I'm almost there.
These guys are almost there. They're taking off on the grid right now. Behind the FSB Pontiac Firebird pace car.
Well, Guy Pitroy, he wanted to run last week and I think the week before, but he got screwed up on time and missed the race like I think twice and wasn't happy about it. And here tonight in that Shelby Cobra.
Yeah, John Bates cheering for Tom Jackson. The double cameras are working again because of technicality. That's why they were away for so long. Multicam has been a thing for a while, but we lost it for about a season and a half there because of an update. But Joe Sherem, look at that. It's a Joe Sherem sighting.
Well, this is Gateway here. See how this track is here. 2 lanes are going to be a problem. Got to get
Pace car off.
off for a few laps here. Nice and easy.
We are green. To that higher banked but tighter radius turn 1 and 2.
Old Dolpher gets loose. Catches the curb and saves it. Musters off the hot dog. Tom Jackson barely avoids.
Whoa!
3 wide, a little bit of contact in the back there, but they survive.
Man, that got sketchy there as Tom Jackson tried to avoid him. Jeff Hale almost ran into Tom.
Oh, and there's contact again with Sorrentino. Apron bad.
He hangs on to it, though.
Hitting the apron and getting loose here. We're getting loose, then hitting the apron. Whew, Tom Jackson, that was a sticker-pecker moment there. And more smoke up, maybe for T.G. Reese. Guy Pitra gets some spots. up to 12th.
And nobody around. Everybody's still going the right way as I look around the track.
A few teammates and also iRacing Donkey Bop racers showing up here tonight. Tag teaming.
Guy pitcher on the
Matt
wall.
Watkins and Guy Pitcher. Let's see what they do. Up at the front, there's action for the lead. And it's Mark DeSouza. Takes that spot. And the caution is out.
Here's skid marks in turn one.
Pops Markinson into the wall. At 115 and Dave Ellens around. Gotta get them tires warm, boys, but they racing hard already. Got to go.
There is your source of it. See the 115, Dave Ellens gets in there. Just gets a little loose around the center, tries to brake stab it, and here comes Pops, gets a piece of them. Those cars should both be okay.
For the old man, good run there. Might not be too much damage for that Scotch Blue Ford.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay. They didn't hit too hard. It's not a hugely air-dependent track.
What do you do with 4 laps in?
Nothing. The tire fall off is minimal. I think they can go 1 or 2 stops on this one. So yeah, it's a 1.25 mile egg-shaped oval according to its own description. So it is very much like, the size of Darlington. The banking is significantly less. 11 degrees in turns 1 and 2, the tighter pair of turns, and 9 degrees in 3 and 4, the wider set. Again, pit speed 40 miles per hour, access roads in and out. Tire wear, you will wear out your right side tires here, but the times won't fall off. So, pitting strategies, short pitting strategies, might not come into play tonight. And if you get cautions late in the race, I think you're going to see some guys gambling with 2 tires. Or even if you don't get cautions late in the race, you might see guys gambling with 2 tires.
That's, not too often with this sim do you get that opportunity. Tracks we run. So that, I really like that kind of strategy. Knowing Matt Watkins and Guy Petra, the chatter is on. Matt Watkins is the talker, actually. When surprised, this dude multitasks when he, or multitasks when he races. Quite incredible to watch. Never knew that when he was kicking my butt back in the day, Think, man, this guy's focused. He's all over the place. But he's focused. But he's analyzing every little thing, looking at all the F screens, constantly flipping. Where are my tires at? Where are my tire temps? This sim, you can see your tire temps real time. And, I'm just a driver, man. You got to tell me that stuff. Reset. Picture pit from the back. Maybe
he was in the wall a little bit earlier, so he probably went in to get the damage fixed and stay in the back.
'86 of DJ Sorrentino dodged that bullet, and P8 here. 124, definitely looking for a good run here. Rick Castle. 41 missed a couple races here. Seems like he's feeling good here and get it on.
It looks like more lap. Caution,
It's
lights out.
Oscar's got the
There we go.
59 for his pick here.
Yeah, as we get through the list
Ken and
there.
Ryan are very similar drivers. They're working on trying to win the race at the end.
Good to see the Gately contingent out there. Wayne and Doris cheering on Slim. Jim Ray. Dave Dulfer. Gee, wonder who he could be pulling for.
I think Oscar's up there in P3 every race since he's been here. Friday night is like that 35 is right up in there. Every different kind of track. He's hit the super speedway, at least what I've watched. Speedway, short track, mid-range. Always good. That's the quadfecta, right?
All right, pace car off.
Lest we forget about that 3 guy.
He pretty fast too. It's a great start here. So we're back to green on lap 7 of 100. See Matt Watkins looming there in the back of the field.
Watkins on the outside,
Middle of the
trying to
field.
take DJ, and he does. He on the move. Oh, and they really close to Rick Castle there. Have to see what Matt's plan is here. If he wants to take a deep breath and if this is going to go green or charge. Locking him up,
smoking the one.
Jim.
Yeah, Matt Watkins, he's probably just like, oh, shucks, I just don't have this track down. I feel comfortable here. And he'll be in the lead in no time, right?
That was the 87 of Tom Jackson, I think. Landed into that wall. That's going to leave a mark. Going to leave a stain, I think.
You can see right along the right A-post how much damage that did.
Oh, boy, Pops gets sideways. Almost gets contact with the 115. The 115 somehow saves it. As they were both sideways. That's it. Okay, take a drink. Yeah. Freaking word. Negotiating that stuff, but now this pack here has gotten behind a little bit. Very tough track. Beckman, without his cohort there, Rick Johnson, taking this season off. But he's got Nick Walters, but no Nick Walters tonight. He's solo. Just riding right now.
Matt Watkins picks himself up to 7th now. That's the car on the move.
Him and Rick are so good together. Sorry, go ahead.
Travis Partington checking in. He's cheering on. It's Oscar Mike buddy there. And there you go, the 016 Adam Smonik battling with TG Reese out there on the track. The Skull Bandit. Dave Allen's looking to pick up some spots after that early spin and getting slideways again.
Drink. Leaders have panned out and got single file here. No they're going to try to do some work. Slim Jim dives it in there, taking a little peek. They're trying to set up Roscoe Hurst here on his deck lid.
Tire smoke from Roscoe.
Hard braking these guys are hitting here. You're seeing smoke a lot. They're on the edge.
Yeah, that's not good. You don't want to be doing that all night because that's just... Oh, we can't flat spot our tires in this sim. You can definitely accelerate the wear.
Flip Jim down on the bottom. A great move there. And great hard racing there, but great job by Roscoe. Letting him by. Good stuff. Here comes the 59 working on the 35.
Slim up to P3, and his teammate Ryan Johnson wants to slip through there with him. Meanwhile, Jason Dulfer is bleeding positions here. Gives up 2 there to Tom Jackson and Jeff Hale. That's going to move Dulfer down to 12th.
Hard to see who has, remember, for me anyway, who has damage, who don't. How good is their cars? These restarts always change things. You got to bring it every time.
Oh, more tire smoke from Roscoe. He just can't keep that up.
This is vintage Mark DeCenza up in P1 here. Jim Ray definitely knows Mark. Back there, racing with CC Racing and one of our co-founders, Dan Smith. And this is one of the guys we found at that league and ended up matriculating over here.
Did you just say matriculating?
Matriculating. He gets up front and he gets the air on the nose. That's a special guy. Probably one of the best leaders in this sim I've ever seen. In 20 years of doing it.
Gotta tell you, man, that's an SAT word that I didn't know you knew.
I watch a lot of TV. And Jim coming and dogging the 91. We've seen them go from start to finish in races 1 and 2 as Dave Ellens leads pit road.
Yeah, unscheduled stop there for Dave Ellens. Not sure what that's about. You see, he just stays to the inside and lets everyone go. He doesn't want to get up in anyone's way.
Flip Jim is almost outbraking himself a little bit there, unless he's more of an outside-in line. Let's get some in-car here.
I was just on Matt Watkins. Yeah, let's go into Slim's car here as he chases Ken Shea. Devin Villegas. There's a new name. How you doing, bud?
Center of the corner, try to get a straighter exit than the 91. Seeing the line that the 91's doing, where he's kind of hogging the bottom here. But now they're coming up on slim downshifts. Oh, I got distracted there for a minute. We got Dave Owens in the house here. What up with the pit stop, Dave?
Something's happened with my pedals. I lost my brakes, and I think that's why I spun and caused that first caution there. But without much brakes, it's hard to get around this track.
Absolutely. As we're watching in-car here, you notice that thing just kind of went out from under you. That's the deal. Some kind of calibration or issue, or
I'm not sure yet. I'm going to play with it a little bit and find out. But yeah, trying to get through these corners without a solid brake pedal, that's not going to work.
no way.
Yeah, I think going through the corners is so slippery, and you need to be on the brake as much as on the gas. And yeah, around it went.
Yeah, Ford. That's good info there because we were wondering.
Yeah, I hate to pull out, but there's no way I could stay out there and stay out of people's way. So we'll call it a night.
All right,
Tough break there, Dave, but hopefully you get all these equipment and internet woes behind you and get back to some full-time racing for the 115.
We've all been through it.
Oh,
Racing, as long as all of us have something's gonna break.
It's like one little gremlin leads to another, so I'll chase him down. All right,
So
guys,
now
have
we're
fun.
seeing downshifting here.
All right, take us, Dave.
Yeah, take care.
Slim
guys.
was down in the second gear there.
Dowdy's down to second. Sometimes it misreports. Remember, when you're watching somebody else's car from spectator, your game is just speculating what gear they're in. But I will confirm you do want to shift around here, especially through 1 and 2. On longer runs, you might get away with not shifting through 3 and 4. Roscoe Hurst just lighting them up every single lap into turn 1.
Well, you can see somehow he's using more tires than he would like compared to these guys.
Well, there's another take a drink moment. That is what you call NFL. Not for long. You cannot
He'll
keep
be
that
bagging
up.
groceries at Save Mart.
He's gonna kill them tires a whole lot faster than he would normally.
Job,
Keeps doing that.
The 3 Caballeros have
Yeah, they're checking out.
checking out, and they are.
Ryan Johnson wide up the track. Lets Matt Watkins go.
Oh, and the leader lets
He's gonna let Ken Shea go.
Shea go.
And Slim.
Does he have an issue?
Does he have an issue, or is he just starting to wear his stuff out?
He decided, exit stage right there.
Yeah, Radar Love there, whatever your real name is. Asking what years are allowed. This is the 1988, the Aero 88 mod, they call it. So these are 88, 89 bodies. You'll see some older cars, some newer cars out there just because of people making templates for them. For example, Slim Jim, who I'm on the left side here. You'll see that's a Lumina that I painted for him. Let me get the reverse camera angle. See a Lumina. But it's on the 88, 89 Pontiac body. So this car up here, it looks like a Dodge Magnum. That's actually a 1988 Monte Carlo. Like this one. And that's painted true to the mod's time frame. That's an 87-88 paint scheme there for the famous Dale Earnhardt Wrangler car that Mark Sens is running. So the short answer is it's the 88 mod. Long answer is some liberties can be taken.
Chris Beckman seems to be falling back a little bit, but there's a hard battle between him, Roscoe, and 59 of Ryan Johnson. But they are really pushing here. How far can they go? Fuel.
I think they can go to the midpoint at 50 laps. Problem is, are the tires going to make it there?
Or are you going to break it down into 2 stops? How much time you're losing? They're not losing much. Ryan Johnson last lap 35.8, best lap 35.5. So all these laps in there, cars, like you said, tire wear not as big an issue here. Matt Watkins is kind of in no man's land right here in P4, trying to get up on this group, and I think he's coming. I think the 3 is going backwards, and that's just going to help
Yeah, I'm Simonic coming out there, getting ready to be put a lap down. Now, you might see some guys, if they're going to split it and they feel like it's going to go green, you might go like 33, 33, 34. So I'd say maybe in the next few laps, the short pitters will come in.
Simonic gets out of the way there. Good job. Not as easy as it looks. Hey, Daytona, where you just drive up to the outside and let everybody go by.
Tom Jackson, DJ Sorrentino, they've been chained together pretty much from the start. And as I say that, DJ slides up the track. And looks like Tom Jackson will take the spot, but Pops has something to say about it. He's got to take it 3 wide down the backstretch. Something's got to give. And it's DJ Sorrentino backing out of it wisely.
Meanwhile, that guy in that Bumblebee car took the lead here.
Yeah, Ken Shea's been up there in the lead. Slim Jim right behind him.
Norwegian Wood, isn't it good? Well, let's see here. Slim Jim has been dogging it to the front here.
Yeah, Travis saying he's surprised there's not more caution flags this type of racing. Well, sometimes when it's a track that you've got to race the track itself, that can reduce the cautions because, you know, people give each other a little more space. They pay a bit more attention to the track. And
like last week, there's nothing like Darlington.
Darlington's another prime example of that. Plus
crazy.
Darlington's stingy with the cautions, as we saw with that incident with Mark DeSenza and Matt Watkins, where they were both spun to the inside and there was no caution. Just a quirk of the AI.
My internet went out. So.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, that happened later in the race. I think after you got disconnected. But yeah,
I got pictures of it, but not the same. Slim Jim's still dogging the 91 here. Let's go. What you thinking here, bro? What they're thinking is just keep running. I mean, they're still, lap times are excellent. Back position, excellent. But you still gotta also think, because, okay, now, you know, Ken Shea's like, oh man, I don't know, and I'm pitting.
He's pitting there. He's going.
He's
Going for the split.
Make it to halfway, you gotta split it up.
There we go. We got our first taker among the leaders, and we'll watch Ken Shea come down pit road here.
424 Rick Castle down pit road.
3-car as well.
And he executes great, which is
Hurst.
his weak spot. He's one of the greatest I've ever seen, Mark DeSenza, but his, you know, we all got to, you know, which I do too. Pitting is all part of the process. And the leader getting right side tires. Probably get him a little drink next to his rig. Take a deep breath, and we're gone. Let's go. Focus. Everything coming out of these pits, you got to nail it. You don't want to wreck it. Mark DeSenza right on his 6. No, and he goes outside the line there. Will that be a penalty exiting pit road?
See how tight they are with that. Sometimes you get a little leeway clipping the paint coming out. Meanwhile, Slim Jim down pit road, aggressive entry.
He clipped like all the paint. So.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah.
Slim Jim Gately down pit road.
Yeah, Slim Jim down pit road. That gives the lead to Matt Watkins, your season point leader. Now, is he going to try the one-stop strategy?
I don't think so. Roscoe. He's looking for the caution as Roscoe gets sideways.
Yeah, there's the other aspect of like looking for the caution and trying to trap guys a lap down. Yeah, there's a question out there in chat from Raider Love again. If there are teams, yes, there are. Some teammates on the track right now. You see on the left side, that's Mark DeSenza. His teammate is Slim Jim Gately in the 23, who's coming down pit road again himself. So Slim Jim has a penalty. Oh no, he's coming out. My bad. I'm sorry. I got a little confused on the camera angle when I switched real quick. So Slim is his teammate as well as Ryan Johnson out there. These guys are checkered flag racing. Matt Watkins part of a team called Monsoon Motorsports along with Pops Margson in the 99. We got Synergy out there, Jason Dulfer, Rick Castle. Oh, Guy Petra is in Monsoon as well. Okay. The same front three are back together again, but they're now running in 6th, 7th, and 8th. One lap down as Matt Watkins on the right side of your screen continues to lead. He might even be clutching it. Oh, wow, he got real loose around the center of the corner as 124, Rick Castle is around in front of him. There's the caution flag. That's what Matt Watkins was looking for. He's looking to trap as many of these guys down a lap as he could, and it played out to the favor of Matt Watkins, but not so much for these three guys who we've been with the whole race. 23 Slim Jim Gately, the 91 of Ken Shea, and the 3 car of Mark DeSenza. Lucky dog should be Slim Jim Gately, currently shown in the 6th position as the first car a lap down. And even though this is 1988 cars, we use the modern free pass / lucky dog.
I'm sorry, I stepped away for a minute and I missed it.
We're about to see what happened here. It seems to have originated here with the 124 Rick Castle. And indeed it did. He's just following Tom Jackson after the pit stops here and just gets it in a little... probably just a little late, a little too hard on the brakes.
Lazy.
Just looped it. Lazy spin.
There,
I see Matt Watkins was coming up right up on that. Go from on board the leader here, Matt Watkins. I see his car gets real light as he blows it up.
You see how Matt kind of hits the curb there, but he gets off the he gets on the binders.
Well, he was trying to make sure that he didn't go plowing into him there and get himself some damage. So Matt Watkins will get down pit road now.
Driver there. Also Monsoon Motorsports driver there, and the 2 teammates there together on pit road. Petra having a great run here. Look, man, he does a lot of iRacing. He just shows up out of nowhere. Sometimes he's on his rig at home. Sometimes he's on his rig at his lake house. And, he just kind of pieces it together here. Not a lot of practice for dude, and he's running great.
Yeah, he benefited from this caution as well. It gets him up to 5th place. Jason Dulfer, Jeff Hale, all the guys who stayed out.
Well, I'm sure that was their strategy as a team. They were talking the whole time, and Matt was like, okay, I'm going to roll the dice. And now you got that 15 guy up on luck.
Matt Watkins up front with most of the field trapped lap down is not good news.
See how timing and scoring sorts this out here. A lot of cars Jeff Hale up into P2 right now. If that holds out here.
It's accurate.
Well, all of a sudden you got a player that in the back there, he was kind of mired, you know. Now we'll see up in the front here. Pretty good. Reese, Dulfer, does Dulfer have damage?
I don't know. He got a little out of shape before, but I didn't see if he caught any wall.
Roscoe Hurst, P15. Man, you know, got a good car here still, so long way to go. They're trying to line up here. Some confusion here, or
Slim's trying
maybe
to
not.
Slim's got to let cars go for his lucky dog.
Yeah, so everybody else is trying to line up, and Roscoe is trying to line it up here. They're all figuring it out here. That's the hardest thing for me, man. I can drive, but man, think and drive, I don't know.
Lights are out on the pace car. That means the lead lap cars will get, the lap down cars will get to the inside. Again, hard-coded 2003 rules there. Now there's two cars at the front
We had
of
somebody
the
in
outside
channel,
line.
I missed that. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Very
The
rude.
two guys in front of your leader, Matt Watkins, those will be on the tail end of the lead lap, and that's Tom Jackson, the 87, and the 99, Pops Margison.
Stand for it.
Lucky Dog or Free Pass radar love there. That was introduced right about this time in real NASCAR, but it didn't make it into the game, where instead of racing back to the caution, they freeze the field. And because you couldn't get your lap back, or let someone have their lap back, you know, by racing back the caution anymore, what they did is they take the first car a lap or more down at the time of any caution, who's not involved in the caution, and give them a lap back on the ensuing restart.
Wow, this is going to be crazy. We got cars mixed up all through this deal. We got P4 mixed up with lap cars in front of him.
Pops just gets up out of the way there in the 99. Tom Jackson's going for it. He wants his lap back, and no, he's just going to drop down, get out of the way.
Yeah, you know, he knows he's got damage, you know.
I don't think Tom has any damage.
No, he planted the wall earlier in the race. I mean, planted it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember that now. I just wasn't seeing it from the distance here, so they fixed it up pretty good. That's my teammate down there in Pony Express. He's having a rough time hanging on to it now, letting the leaders by.
So Beckman
he's back a
in
lap down.
8th is in DeSouza in 7th. Day in 6th, and they're leading the procession, trying to get all the way around and get back to these leaders who are mired in traffic. This is crazy good. And maybe not for them, but for us.
Yep.
We got a show tonight. Whoa! This thing could get more confusing. As a driver, what you got to do is you still got to race the track. And your competitors, but got to execute. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, you're just going to stay on that lead lap and hope for another caution for the guys up in front of Watkins here.
Travis Partington asked the question: Is it possible to make up a lap? And it certainly is. It's been done before in the sim, and it's been done in real life. Famously, Bill Elliott made up a lap or two, was it, Undergreen at Talladega, of all places.
Well,
Back
I
when he
mean,
had that
they
dominant,
had
yeah,
the car was a rocket.
that dominant 7/8 scale Thunderbird back in 1985. Yeah,
Thunderbird. Slim Jim and Adam Smartick side by side. They're battling. Slim is in P3 and mired in this deal here. Got Roscoe. Roscoe wants to go here. What else can he do? Oh, and there's contact and smoke.
Slim's going backward here on my right monitor.
Yeah, this is a bad sequence for Slim there. Now he's thinking, I am in P3, so if a caution comes out, this should get squared away. But right now, man, this is bad for him. Matt Watkins just got some really good luck there.
Yeah, you can just let those guys
Helfer in
cruise, do whatever they want.
P4, he's like in the back of the field, but he's P4.
Yeah, everything's all strung out right now.
P5. Ding. Gold bandit.
Jim back on the move here. Currently scored third. Oh, he's wiggly there, getting under Rick Castle. Pick save and a beauty.
I picture often like no man's land right there. Boy, these guys need a caution. Watkins is just sitting on a sack of seeds right now. Feeling like a villain. I got that. Yeah, you boys just go at it. Watching you from almost a lap down. Pac-Man ain't gonna gobble up here. He's gonna, well, he's running, a 10th off his fastest lap, so he's not lying about.
Oh, something's wrong with Slim. Something's big time wrong with 23. What was that?
P2 missed that. Everything seems fine now.
I think I know what happened. I think that was a missed shift. I think he went down instead of up, trying to go down the front stretch there.
Well, even in the sim, you don't take too kindly to that.
Yeah, if that's what he did, he's lucky that motor is still running.
And he's warping out a little bit. He's warping out a lot. This could be an internet issue here. Slim Jim has left the building here, unfortunately. Take a look. Yeah, Slim Jim Gately is gone. That is a internet failure. Yeah. Man, it sucks.
Gross was a little bit behind on camera too there. That's why he was still on the track when we were talking about it.
Absolutely, yeah. He's gone, definitely.
He is gone. Another tough break for the 23. His loss is Jason Dulfer's gain. Damage rating moves up to
backing
third.
it off here, and or just falling back, or you know, when you're in this position, yeah, take it easy. Save the tires. You got huge track position. Slim Jim has bounced.
Yes, he is.
No, when Slim Jim's in the booth instead of in the car.
Oh my gosh.
Not what anybody wanted to see. Looks like your connection failed you there.
Oh yeah, they did some upgrades in my neighborhood this week.
Upgrades.
They're doing that everywhere. Here, Guy Petra, all over the United States. That's
they
downgrade.
They really upgraded me, didn't they?
Yeah, that's downgrade, not upgrade.
I think you got an idea of where fucking go up where at this point.
Man, you know, I got a $50 discount from Comcast. That's mighty kind of them, but
Yeah, that covers a
I
month.
bet stuff has been struggling. You know?
Yeah, it really felt like I could win that race, but
Yeah, you had the lucky
yeah.
dog. You were on the move there. What happened on the front stretch? All of a sudden, you shot a trail of smoke out the back of the car. Did you miss a shift?
I accidentally stuck it in reverse.
How did your car survive that?
I have no idea, but that's what happened, and I couldn't get it out of reverse. It was like I kept hitting it in there, and I couldn't get it back and forth, and finally did, and took back off.
Well,
Wow.
were you already having issues that were distracting you when that happened? Or?
No, as far as internet, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I had in practice when I first joined practice tonight, and then right before we took qualifying, I lost my connection twice. So I told my teammates, I said, I guarantee you, I'm going to lose my connection tonight, and there we go.
Well, they better get that fixed, or we're going to come down there and deal with those guys. You know,
It's
we're going to have Slim Jim on the track. You know what I'm saying?
It's really disappointing because places like Gateway, man, I love these type tracks, man.
Great track, love it. And the setup
Well, you
is
had a
beautiful.
beautiful line. I noticed your the way you were breezing the corner, and I mean, you were just playing with people, man. I felt like, you know, I was seeing that. You know.
I have a pretty good line here. I was trying to teach it to my teammates. I think Mark may have picked it up pretty good. I don't know about the other guys, but I was trying to tell them where they needed their settings and how to run that track during practice. So hopefully they'll do well.
Well, you know, I mean, I went to school with you quite a bit because you helped train me a lot on short tracks, and and you get in the car with me and work with me, and it was one thing for you to say it, it was another thing for me to do it.
Hey, it's hard for me to do it.
Well, it didn't look like it.
I'm telling you, the older I get, the harder this gets.
I feel you, brother. Well, that's sad, man, you know, but, you know, we live to race another day and live to live, so.
Yep. I got a feeling that's the end of my disconnects, so we'll see. I mean, you know, you know my history here. I've done everything in my home I can possibly do, so it's all.
I've been there, man. I've been there, and I've got issues too. So, and you're just working on it, and you're paying for it. You know.
Yep. I think I'm pretty sure I'm paying for it.
Well, somebody's paying for it.
You still not off your neighbor.
Yeah. All right, fellas, I'm out of here.
All right,
quick
man.
shout out to my mom. Sorry it didn't work out that well. I don't know if my brother was here tonight.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
All right.
We didn't even pick you, and you still got. I know Milt did pick you. Oh, darn it, it was Milt's fault.
Yep, it's all your fault, Milt. Hey, my brother, his birthday was just a few days ago, so happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday to you.
I think he's like 75, 85, so I don't know, one of those numbers.
No.
You guys take care. I'll see you.
All right, thanks, Slim.
All right, brother.
Once again, folks, that's the Professor Slim Jim Gately from the 23 car, out with internet woes. That's FSB's crew chief right there. He makes these
Gotta be
setups.
one of my favorite guys of all time.
That dude's forgotten
How
more
could
about
he not be? You know?
that dude's
Listen to that
forgotten more about
voice.
setting up these cars than most of us will ever know.
It's like, hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Heck yeah. Now, Travis brought up something there about the bandwidth, and asked, I guess, because Slim's connection was there. Now, this is not really bandwidth intensive. These packets are designed to go over, dial-up back in the days of NASCAR 2 and 3 and 4.
I mean,
The key
you
is
don't need much internet to run.
the key is consistency. You need a solid connection, and the way I describe it too is we misunderstand what speed really is with our internet connections. 'Cause the way it's marketed to us, when they tell you it's 100 megabits per second, it's 10 megabits per second, it's a gig download. That's your throughput. That's not your speed. So think of a 50 mile per hour back lane country road, or a 6-lane highway where you're also going 50 miles per hour. You can go just as fast down either one of those roads, but you can fit more cars down the highway. That's your bandwidth. The other is your speed. And so you really just need a clear road, not so much capacity on it. So anything that interferes with the network traffic can knock us offline, interfere with those packets, keep them from getting where they're supposed to be on time, and that's where you get our disconnect.
Well, we got a great battle here with Adam Simonic, P.G. Reese, Sorrentino, Dolfer, and Guy Pitra. Guy Pitra's really stepped up his FSB game here. Anywhere you run it, dude, I ran some laps last week, and I've done some things in this league, but be back on the track, man. I mean, I got passed by everything, including the pace car. And we got a good battle here. Simonic's going to give that up to G.G. Reese there. 5-car battle here.
Yeah, these are the tightest battle on the track right now. They're all a lap down. They're fighting for that lucky dog spot.
Well, and the internet stuff you're talking about that's definitely real. That's, I downgraded my stuff because I was paying too much for what I didn't need, but then I've had nothing but constant failures. I mean, that's a part of sim racing. It's almost like blow a motor, in real racing.
Tom Jackson hitting pit road here on lap 71. Now, in my case, I think I have too much down speed, and you got 3 of Mark Senza also hitting pit road. Cars hitting pit road possibly for the last time here.
I think, you're coming down to the spot right here.
I would rather trade some of my my downlink bandwidth for some uplink bandwidth, because, just for the streaming purposes.
It's not always that simple.
Yeah, I know. Cable's
Racing,
asymmetrical.
I mean, it's like they tell you what you should get, and you get what you get. Here comes the 41 down pit road.
Yeah, lots of these guys.
Whoa! That is a heck of a entrance right there. Wow. Almost like, kind of like Homestead a little bit when you go.
Very much like the Homestead access roads, yes.
Nailed it.
3 miles per
Out
hour.
of P7 here.
Crawling down pit road. And these are the tail end of the lead lap cars. They will now officially go a lap down. But the hope is that they can, gain some speed. I don't know if Matt Watkins intends to run to the finish or if he intends to pit.
4 tires for a backman, so what's Watkins going to do? Is he going to do 2? When you're in the lead and you got this much of a lead, I'm getting 4.
Yeah, there's no reason to get cute. He's got a 9-second lead over Jeff Hale.
Yeah, and his lap times are definitely off, and I'm sure some of that is because he's just nursing it. You also got to think
Here
in the
comes
mind
Jeff
of
Hale.
Matt Watkins. What Matt is thinking right now is if another caution comes out while these guys pit, I just gain more track position. So why, I've already got it. So why should I pit? I'm going to pit later than any of these dudes.
Yeah, you could trade your left side tires for track position, or you could trade your track position for the left side tires. And his position, I'll trade the track position for the left side tires. Tail down and away. 29 car. We're rocking the Alborn logos. Bubba Razor's, the late Bubba Razor's grandson's band Alborn, providing our intro music while we're waiting. Every
More
Friday night.
forever, baby.
Absolutely.
Watkins pulls a 35.9 sideways. It's amazing when you've raced against somebody for so long and then he becomes your teammate and then you get to watch him, clearly and see what he's really, I mean, you knew it, but when you get to watch it, it's amazing.
E.G. Reese, by the way, up to second place here by virtue of staying out, and Jason Dulfer up third.
And I do notice the line that Matt is using is definitely the line that Slim was running. He would have had something on his hands there, Slim Jim, he's had internet issues. Talking about, and I've been through those, periods of up to a year where when I was at FSB and Jim Ray was running it, we're best buddies, man. And he's like, dude, you can't run, Till you get that stuff figured out, you're just not, my issue was different. It was a computer issue.
Yep.
After all the connection, I had Comcast out here so many times, they changed everything. And it ended up being a simple setting in the sim,
We had that once, Jim Christopherson. It turned out one of the cores was dying, his CPU. And that was causing his connection load. Meanwhile, you got Chris Beckman and Ryan Johnson looking to unlap the loads here. Having caught the leader, Matt Watkins. Matt will dive down either the pit or just get out of their way in general. Yep,
and he
pitting.
pits. This is the time. So why should I not pit now when I'm starting to get,
I should cycle
this
TG
perfect.
Reese to
Yeah, he
lead.
waited as long as he could and then said, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, coming up on 20 laps to go here. Gotta imagine he's, like you said, he's
Let's
gotta
see
take
what-
4 tires.
Matt Watkins, Pac-Man. Always with the Pac-Man and the Back to the Future stuff. He's on my phone, and I got Marty McFly as my icon for Matt Watkins. 4 tires. Everybody else did it. Why not? Dude doesn't miss much.
At all.
Well, when we talk about the greatest in the history of FSB, there's like 4 guys. And there's him, there's Rick Johnson, Damon Godstilla, and Kevin Lewis. And then, but that's old school. Now you got guys like you. You win some races. You've got some trophies. I bet you if you looked at the stats, might even have surpassed one of those 4 guys. But in my day, what I saw, I mean, like Damon Godstilla. That 30 car was unbelievable. And when Matt Watkins got to the lead, he was like, I want to pit like that guy, and we all wanted to do.
And Matt Watkins had such a huge lead that he pitted and only fell back to second. PG Reese, the last car, is still out there.
And he's down. And he's on pit
he's down
road.
pit road
The
now.
Skull Bandit team. Ding.
Ken Shea kept it out there as long
Nice
as he could.
stop for TG. This is a great run for TG. And he's been P1 twice here. This is a serious veteran. Also, you know, from CB Racing back in the day with Mark DeSenza. Guy's been doing it forever, and he's really, you know, nailing it tonight.
I tried to look at the scoring and timing to see who had the fastest lap of the night, and it looks like it happened when Slim was glitching. Because the fastest lap is 4 seconds. That is 1,132.697 miles per hour. So I'd say Slim was literally flying around the track.
Are you looking at that, or did you figure that out in your head?
That's all on my scoring and timing page here. Just plug it into a calculator if I wanted to, since I know the length of the track.
Pitra up to P11, that Shelby Cobra. Great run for dude here. You can't just shoot up and show up.
Sitting there in 11th.
But he has. And that car's clean and running hard here. Is he going to have to stop here?
Oh, I think he already has.
He already has, so.
Yeah, he's showing having made a total of 4 stops on the night, so I'd say he's done. Everybody, literally everybody in the field that's still running has made either 3 or 4 stops total tonight. I'd say everyone's done. Chris Beckman up to 4th, Ken Shea up to 3rd. They are 25 seconds back.
Really, you know, this is a Beckman type of drive here. Championship type of drive. Got Watkins just dominating here, but Beckman's right in the mix here for the leftovers here.
Little tire smoke there from the 91.
Bob Smarks and P9. The old man is rumbling.
Down last car, lap down is Roscoe Hurst, currently in 7th.
Had to have some damage.
Jason Dulfer, the last car on the lead lap, in 6th place, the 63 car.
Tom Jackson, P8 with damage. Long race, physical race. And he's doing great. You know, how did he find, you know, the sim? Watching the broadcast.
Yeah. Go get Ken Shea getting around Pops
He
there.
has fun with it. He works with it. Always runs clean. Does the best he can. And
Jeff Hale down pit road. He was just doing that to retire. Jeff Hale just retires it. Ken Shea will inherit 2nd place.
yeah, it's a couple hours ahead for him.
Yep, he's an East Coast boy like me. Should I say the best
Never know,
coast?
man. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Jeff Hale's listed out with engine gearbox on the standings page. So he must have, he must have lost a gear. With the shifting they're doing around the track, I bet that makes sense.
Well, that becomes an issue, yeah.
Only 2 caution flags on the night. We've come up here on 10 to go. And Matt Watkins has absolutely run away with this. He got the benefit of catching that caution while he was in the lead. Ken Shea's up 23 seconds back, but he's not going to have nearly enough time to run him down. 10 laps to go now. Let's see Ken Shea get around the 87 of Tom Jackson. Action Jack. P7 on the night. So far. Beckman in third, looks to get him nicked. Castle recovered from his spins. And still 3 laps down, but still running. 12th spot right now. And look at turn 1, look at all those skid marks. As we watch the 16 of Adam Simonik drive through there. See, I'll go with Rick Castle. Right, look out the front of his car. Yeah, look at all these skid marks going into turn 1. People have been locking up the brakes there all night long. Got a bit of a battle developing here for second. Ken Shea trying to hold off Chris Beckman. I don't think he can do it, as Chris is going to drive around the outside. Yeah, he either rolled over for him or Ken Shea had a little problem for 1 and 2. Realized it's slower. I think Ken Shea lost 4th gear. Go on board and listen to that car. He lost 4th gear. Oh, no. He's in danger of losing, even with these few laps remaining. He's only 3 seconds ahead of TG Reese. Let's see what kind of times Ken Shea's putting up here.
Oh my gosh.
Ken's last lap was 37.194. And E.G. Reese is 36, so he's losing over a second a lap. TG right now, having lost 4th gear, and he's having to limp this thing around in 3rd. Again,
you want a fair fight, but at the same time, this is going to get interesting.
Yeah, let's see if TG
Drive
can
it
get
like
to
you
him.
stole it and rev that thing out. The heck with it. I don't know. The thing is, when you get in rhythm driving, and all of a sudden you lose the gear, here comes TG. He's storming on him.
Yeah, TG passes
Cars
like he was
running
standing still.
Cars running for position here too.
Yeah, Tom Jackson pops Markson in front of them. That's a battle for position.
Yeah, so they're battling for position. So they're not going anywhere here. And easy work for TG, which this is a great drive. Come on, TG.
TG Reese into 3rd place.
Man, it sucks for Ken. But at the same time, when you see an old veteran like TG get a run here, it's hoping he can complete it here. Get on the podium. Long way to go here.
Yep, he's hearing every noise that Skull Bandit making right now.
Shoot it back. Ding. Petra, P9 there, and
I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Watkins just stops shifting altogether here with his lead. Just cruise, don't put the car at risk.
well, that's what I would do, and
That's what I'd do.
You know, I
Matt
haven't
Watkins is smarter than
experienced
me,
that
so.
in, stock car racing, but definitely sports car racing at FSB. I definitely made that choice, you know. Like, why push when you got a lead, you know? Or as they say in
Smarterson.
sports car racing,
Ryan gets around Tom Jackson. Tom wants a spot back, but can't quite get the run off turn 4.
great job for these guys. Tom Jackson has come so far. See him run a difficult track here and finish. He made one mistake and planted the wall there out of turn 2, and since then he's run a flawless race, and that's all it takes, you know. I mean, just one mistake, but then you also got to think about what you're building on as a sim racer as you know, try to
Onto the
compete
checkers.
with these pros.
The checkers this time by Matt Watkins.
Well, you know, that's my teammate.
Matt
Come to
Watkins
Donkey Bob
banks him.
and iRacing, and he is kicking ass there too. And I don't know, you know, dude is a badass. And he's a great guy too. Here it comes, Matt Watkins. Your winner.
Matt Watkins runs away with it there after getting everybody trapped a lap down. But he was legit fast anyway.
Well, he just has this sense of knowing where to start. In iRacing, it's different. League racing is, you know, and you have time to think about that stuff. And you know, basically lobby racing, which we all have done in this sim too, a little bit different. And you never know who you're racing against. Here he knows who he's racing against. He knows these guys are going to be clean.
So you're finishing our Matt Watkins 15 car in first place. Chris Beckman 41 comes in P2. TG Reese with a great podium finish. 53 car finished in third. Ken Shea with a heartbreaking finish there, losing that gearbox down the stretch.
Dolfer coming back, you know, I mean, a great run for Dolfer to get a P5.
Yeah, Jason Dolfer hangs on to 5th.
First, you know, he had, you know, was up there, qualified P3, ran well. He just didn't see, you know, he seemed to use his tires up a little more than everybody else. Really, he had a fast car, but, you know, Pop's, just perseverance every night. He's on. I mean, he's a friggin' legend. Tom Jackson, you know, just a couple years in, this great finish, and Petra in P9, and you know, just shooting up and showing up. Good, solid, clean run. Clean racing all the way through here.
All right, Phil's gonna go gather up our podium finishers there. I just noticed that Ryan Johnson got disconnected there, showing 17 laps down as a lost connection. He didn't text me to tell me that. No, he didn't. All right, so let me make sure the points get updated. I can do that. See the points as of last week. Matt Watkins already with more than a full race worth of points lead. laps. Thanks, Radar Love, or whatever you prefer to be called there. Good to see you tuning in. It looks like, okay, the points are updated. Just verify that on the site. Yep, points are updated, so I'll just refresh this here, and you'll see where it stands. As before, Matt Watkins in the lead, commanding lead. Rearrange my windows for the post race here. All right, Matt Watkins 39 points up. Roscoe Hurst 62 points. Nice. Back. It's my number. Chris Beckman 68 and Jeff Hale rounds out your top 5, 91 points back, as we will have 3 more races to go after this. Next week, I do believe, is Indianapolis. Let me get to the schedule here, tell you what we got coming up. There we go. Yeah, next week, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Talladega, big wild card. Fortunately, there's no major points implications, so these guys can just let it hang and hopefully put on another classic Friday night finish there. And then Homestead to round out the season on March 24th. And we got our podium. We got our multi. Take it away, Monster.
Well, TG, man, dude, we were just talking. I said I've known him since before I had gray hair, And the P3, great run, solid all the way through. There was a lot of commotion going on with the, how the running order got laid out there, but how did you see it from your race, brother?
Well, I tell you what, Milt Sean, far, far, far from the fastest car out there. I hear that a couple people lost, well, Ken Shea lost fourth gear. There are 10 laps to go, or else he'd be up here. A couple other guys lost fourth gear. I didn't shift at all. Probably hurt speed, but it just seemed to be a little smoother. Didn't have to worry about breaking loose anytime. So I just kept it smooth, slow, but steady. And best thing of all, of course, caught a big break when that caution came out, and I was staying out till the last drop of fuel, and that's what got me positioned. And then with a couple of bad luck for a couple of other guys, got a super great finish out of it. Far from anywhere's probably even the top 10 fastest cars out there.
It doesn't matter, man.
That's not what the pylon says at the end of the race,
though. You're a veteran. You understand racing, and you race the track and the race with understanding your capabilities, and you're on the podium. You're drinking champagne, brother. So that is as a fan and somebody that's in that same boat when I race, I understand that. So great job.
Yeah, great job, DG. The guy, luck is where preparation and circumstance meet, and you have the preparation there, and taking care of the car and the circumstance and your pit strategy playing out. That's what makes a great run
race
sometimes.
Craft is what I like to call it.
Something you said for reliability.
What you can do, what skills you have, and what speed you have at a certain track. So, Chris, man, well, you missed some races, got back on the saddle there, and you kind of had the same kind of race where you were all over the place. You were P14, P8, all over the place.
Got a lap down, restarted tail end, all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah, it was an interesting night for sure. I could definitely feel the rust. I think I've been off for about a month, but I wanted to come out tonight and get my car through the gate, make sure we had a good field for tonight. I felt like when we all got a lap down there, the four of us who kind of got out in front of the leader, I felt like we were running really good. And then Mark had some trouble, and it looked like Ryan had some trouble, and Ken had some trouble. And, you know, as guys kind of got whittled out, I found myself running second. Felt pretty good about that. I want to give a special shout out tonight to the men and women who volunteer for the OHTA, the Ozark Highlands Trail Association here in Arkansas. I've had some bad storms the last month or two, and those guys and gals have been working their butts off getting those hiking trails cleared so everybody can get out there and have fun. And we'll be going out tomorrow and hopefully finishing up most of the last round and be ready for people to go again.
That's awesome.
Good stuff there. Yeah, good to hear, keep them busy, and yeah, great run there tonight, Chris. We're not knocking that rust off. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, great job, Tom. That was a fun race. Ran second to Ken Shea here last season and ended up second again tonight. I felt that was pretty fortunate for us, but it was fun to get back out here, and maybe we'll try and roll the 41 out again before the season's over.
And make a run at in the summer. See some butter and put some butter in that Winston Cup.
We'll see. This old PC we've been running on needs an overhaul pretty good. We may take the season off. I don't know. We'll see how much sand twist tomorrow.
I feel you. Yeah.
Well, if you ever need to upgrade and need advice, a couple computer geeks in here, and myself and Matt Watkins, your race winner there. The strategy paid off, but you think you had anything for these guys if it had gone to green racing?
Maybe. Probably more situation I'd have caught him but couldn't pass him because they probably had to make a mistake to pass. Really hard to pass here unless you get a log run and the tires wear out and you make something happen. But I thought our best chance was just to stay out. If we got a caution, that'd be the easiest way to do it. And sure enough, we got a caution. As I had a gallon of fuel left.
Wow. Yeah, that tells me how far you can go
that's
then.
Crazy, man. But it's not, surprising. I mean, you instantly knew what best move was at that point, and it worked out for you. And then after that, kind of, cruise. I mean, we talked about all through race, how you pace yourself, and always were mindful. You weren't running. You're running good laps. You kind of putting pressure on that group. If they would have got a caution, then you would have had some business on you. They just didn't get that caution.
Yeah, I was hoping to just stay green. Because I was backing it down. I saw Jeff break a gear, and so I just you know what, I need to stop shifting.
Yeah, Hale broke a
Stay
gear.
fourth.
That's what I was saying. In your position, I would have stopped shifting. Hale broke a gear. Shea broke a gear.
I was nervous because sometimes if you back it down too much, you lose your rhythm, and then it gets hard to drive slower than faster. So I was trying to find a happy medium. So at the end, I was like, I just need to stop shifting.
Yeah. Plus, it tightens the car up on this track, and you can overcook your right front.
Yep, and I was hoping I was gonna make the race. I lost connection like 5 minutes before the race because there's so much wind here from the storms, and I had me a little Wi-Fi adapter on the side. I was prepared to use my little hotspot if I had to.
Oh, no way!
Yeah,
I've done that before, just to get in the field.
In case you're wondering, folks, the only reason I'm still online is because this guy right here has been helping me out. So. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, hope it stays together now.
Yeah.
Thanks again for fixing Milty up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, great run there, and thanks for joining us. Our podium finishers again: T.G. Reese, P3, Chris Beckman coming in second there in the Buttermobile, and of course Matt Watkins gobbling them up like Pac-Man, winning this one by over 24 seconds, thanks to some strategy and situation. Again, luck is where preparation and circumstance meet, and they definitely met tonight for Matt Watkins, as they have most of the season. As you see the points up on the screen, as they have been, that is up to date. 39 points up with 3 remaining. Jason Dulfer in second place. But it's pretty much settled for the championship. Matt just has to show up next week, I think, and that should clinch it. And then after Indianapolis, Talladega, Homestead. These are some great tracks coming up to finish off the season. Nice big fast tracks. Tire wear goes out the window for these final races. And we'll join you again next week here at FSB Racing Live. Thanks for joining us out there on YouTube. Very lively chat. Lots of new faces out there. Glad to see you guys. I hope you join us again next week.
Thanks, everybody.
For the rest of the season. Thanks, Milty, as always, joining me in sound and vision from Fresno, California. We thank our series admin and series sponsor, Ryan Johnson, both admin in the race, putting up hardware tonight. These guys are racing for Brothers Body and Paint, your sponsor. And we thank Sam Young, league owner, promoter, keeping this thing going in FSB's and NASCAR 2003's 20th anniversary. And until next week, I've been your host, Sean Reap, saying good night.